Hi, this is Wendy Gunn at Your Home for God, and I want to talk to you today about how to be ready for a calm, Christ centered Christmas, your best Christmas ever, and to do it intentionally. And one of the aspects of that, and how to not have regrets afterwards, is the financial part of Christmas. And I want to invite you to join me in a going through a system that I've created. And we will step by step plan out and have an intentional plan. And by the end, you will have a calm, Christ centered Christmas that is uniquely created for you and your family, that is your response to God in praise for Jesus' birthday and planned ahead. You can be thinking about Christmas actually all year long, but the point is right now, I want to talk to you about how many of you have you ever felt like Christmas was such a financial burden? I don't want, and God doesn't want, Christmas to be a financial burden for you. And there are ways to make it very special without it being a financial drain and having to pay debts off for months afterwards. So what can you do? And the things that I want to talk to you about today are just a small snippet of how you can be ready to celebrate a calm, Christ-centered Christmas. And when you take time to pray and think through what makes Christmas special for you, and talk to your spouse, what makes Christmas special for him, you will no doubt think of memories from growing up, and they are going to be different. Almost always your families are different, and they celebrated holidays differently. You don't even realize that's in your head, that you're coming at the holidays and other events from an emotional standpoint, from an emotional memory. And you need to talk and communicate about what are the essentials. What are the non-negotiables about the holiday, the Christmas, that you cannot do without? You have to have them. When you talk about that, when you share with each other and talk, then you can lovingly come together and have the things that make it the most special. And then as you are planning memories for your children, you will be aware. You will have planned. What are we including that makes it Christ-centered? What have we got from our past that we just have a warm fuzzy about, but maybe it has nothing to do with Jesus or the reason we celebrate? Can we create new traditions that will truly celebrate the real reason for the season? I encourage you to do that. And then, what are the things that we can do that don't cost anything? I have found and want to share with you, first of all, a system that will have you ready early for a calm, restful Christmas that's centered on Christ. But I also want to encourage you, remind you that your children want your presence more than presents. Let me say that again. Your children want your presence more than presents. What are some things that you can plan where you will be together as a family? How can you say no to busyness? How can you plan ahead? And so much of the busyness also has a price tag on it. But we tend, when we don't plan ahead, to feel like we have to make up for that by spending more. So being ahead, planning ahead, will save you money. And I want to encourage you to join me because it will save you money in the long run, and it will make your celebration so much more memorable and so much more peaceful. So, what are some of the things that you can do? Think about it, pray about it. And every family will be different. Some families have cookie baking or that kind of activity involved. Some families have musical celebrations, and music is a big part of their Christmas. We had a lot of music in our family, and for me, the memories of my kids playing the piano and being in Christmas recitals is a very special memory. That is going to be different in maybe your family. But how can you be preparing for the lifetime of memories? For our family, my mom played the piano beautifully. And so having Grandma at the Christmas recitals, and as part of that, and at Christmas, we would gather around the piano and sing. And my mom or one of our kids would play the piano. Those are wonderful memories for me. But you may have different ones, or maybe you want to prepare ahead to have that kind of memory by making sure your children are in music lessons, or that one of your family is in music lessons. Music is something that they can enjoy. You can enjoy all your life. My mom and my daughter were playing duets together when my mom was in her 90s. My mom was still singing in her late 80s in a group for seniors, and maybe it was even into her 90s. Music is something you can do forever, and I encourage you to focus on activities and memory-making activities that you can do with all the ages of your family and all the years of your life. Your music, there's a lot of music that focuses on Jesus and his birth. Another reason that I love it. And hymns and carols, so many carols that really focus on Jesus' birth. And so I encourage you, there may be things that you can do that focus more on Jesus' birth than others, and that don't cost a lot of money. So plan ahead, spread your purchases and your gift buying over months and maybe even a year, and see, maybe you can make gifts. I have recommendations, and part of what you will get when you join my system with me are ideas for gifts that you can make with examples that I have done, and other examples for ways that you can save money. So I hope that and invite you to join with me so you are ready early for your best Christ-centered Christmas this year. And don't forget to subscribe below and hit the bell so that you don't miss anything